What is up, you guys? Glitchiz here, coming at you with another Dauntless video. I know I've been gone for a little while, but we're back. For those of you that don't know, I did just get back into the visual effects industry, doing some crazy compositing work for some really cool TV shows. I can't wait to share the projects with you once they officially get released to the public and we're allowed to talk about it. But in the meantime, we're back for some more Dauntless videos, more Dauntless content, and what better way to kick things off again with the latest patch notes. Patch 1.6.5 just dropped as of today, and with it came a ton of information that is pretty exciting and is some stuff that a lot of you guys have been waiting for and asking questions about for a long time. So let's jump right into it. First things first is exotics are making the return finally. Unlock 6 of Dauntless's existing exotic items by uncovering stories long thought lost. Each of the 6 new lore nodes are scattered throughout the hunting grounds. Unlock a quest to forge a specific piece of exotic gear. Feel the hunger. So apparently we've got a bunch of new lore nodes, and I will be doing a video on the location of all of those lore nodes to help you guys find those exotic blueprints a little bit more easily. But yeah, pretty exciting stuff there. They're finally coming back. Moving on, it looks like we have a new hunting grounds location called Conundrum Rocks. A new island variant has been added to the hunting grounds. Conundrum Rocks is a level 10 to 13 version of the Paradox Breaks, with Valamir as its guaranteed behemoth, so another Radiant themed hunting ground island. Moving on, we have Time Weave Armor. 1.6.5 marks the launch of the new Time Weave armor set, a powerful collection of gameplay armor that offers Overpower, Predator, and Catalyst perks, 3 of the top best perks in the game right now, and they're all going to be in one set, so that's pretty exciting. Unlock the schematics for the Time Weave armor set by seeking out another new lore node on the Paradox Breaks Hunting Grounds Island, so I'll probably do a location guide for that as well. Moving on to balance fixes for the exotic changes, and this is pretty big. They gave a big buff to the Molten Edict by the looks of it. They increased the damage of Molten Edict's fireball attacks by 50%. The Molten Edict now will have a power cell slot, 1 prismatic cell slot, and the Berserker perk. So this is the big change with the exotics. Not only are they finally bringing them back, but they are being changed slightly. Before, they just had a unique special ability and no real like cell perk economy. Now they're going to be getting a specific type of normal cell slot as well as a prismatic cell slot similar to the legendary weapons, so that's really exciting. The Twin Suns now have 1 technique slot as well as a prismatic cell slot and the evasive fury perk. The Godhand War Pike now has 1 power cell slot, 1 prismatic cell slot, and the savagery perk, one of the top perks for wounding builds. The Hunger Sword now has 1 power slot, 1 prismatic cell slot, and the Rage Hunter perk. The Skullforge now has the Molten perk, Prismatic Grace has the Medic perk, and the Tragic Echo Helmet now has the Rage perk. So interesting changes on all of these exotics. It'll definitely change the way that we add them to our builds. Again, exotics aren't made to break the game, it's just to add a new, unique way to change up the gameplay within your builds that are already viable. So pretty interesting stuff here, and I'm definitely going to be testing all this out. The one downside though, and I'm probably going to have to update some of my builds that use this in the past, is the sword got a bit of a nerf with the Ardent Cyclone ability. If you run Energized +6 with Ardent Cyclone in 1.6.4, you can pretty much stay in that special for 20 to 30 seconds in an unstaggerable state. Dauntless is a game about skillful decision making and timing. This combination of abilities broke that design principle. It's okay to bend the rules a bit with special abilities, but this was breaking our design entirely. This is an initial step towards removing Ardent Cyclone meter gain in 1.7.0. So the overall adjustment that they did was they reduced the amount of Ardent Cyclone meter that you gained while using Energized by 85%. So it doesn't look like we have an infinite spin to win build anymore. You're going to have to play a little bit more strategically and or just use something like Valiant Overdrive and just get used to dodging. Personally, I think that's a better ability anyway. And realistically, you should be able to use that in a lot of my previous builds anyway, and it will still be really viable. So not too big of a change, but if you've gotten used to it, you're going to have to adapt a little bit. Moving on to hunting ground changes, the guaranteed behemoth on Brightwood is now the Flameborn Coolshot, where it was originally Valamir. And there's a reason they did this, and that is because Valamir is now the go-to behemoth on that new Conundrum Breaks hunting grounds. The guaranteed behemoth on Razorcliff Isle is now Rezakiri. It was Deep Frost Ember Main. The guaranteed behemoth on Paradox Breaks is now Flameborn Rezakiri. It was originally Rezakiri, and they removed Moonreaver Shrike from the Razorcliff Isle. Moving on to behemoth specific updates. Looks like Agris got a couple, added a window of invulnerability during the revival animation of Agris legendary weapon abilities. So that's nice. And they reduced the number of ruptured stocks required for crafting Agris weapons from 15 to 7. Now this was a huge issue when I was farming them originally before this update. You can only get one of those stocks per run. So minimum you had to do 15 Agris kills and break that specific behemoth part every single run in order to craft just one weapon. So they pretty much reduced that by more than half now. So you should be able to get those Agris weapons much faster. For Ember Main, they changed Deep Frost Ember Main's roll attack to be more accurate, only causing AoE damage on impact on the first hit. For Nasher, they improved the collision and hitboxes during Deep Frost Nasher's dive and slam moves. For Rezakiri, they changed Flameborn Rezakiri's tail sweep attack to the second sweep so that the second sweep won't hit slayers who successfully dodged the first. That's a big one. The Chronovore, they increased the time it takes to be knocked off during certain moves when mounting. It was almost an instantaneous mount that you had to jump off on some of those moves, so that's good that they changed that. The Chronovore gear now correctly requires 4 time-worn tentacles to craft. I can't remember what it was originally. I believe it was a lot more than that, so definitely a reduction there. For quality of life updates, finally, Scrave, they reduced the opacity on Scrave's Blizzard VFX. It was already hard enough to see in there, so I'm glad they reduced that. For miscellaneous, consumables can now be swapped even though you're queued for a hunt. So that was a big one. Hopefully they'll still allow the swapping of armor loadouts too. As long as it's still counting down, I don't see why you shouldn't be able to do that. But at least we can swap your consumables now. For overall bug fixes, the axe fixed an issue where the charged axe attacks would sometimes end without completing the attack. For cosmetics, they fixed a bug where certain armors could not access the secondary dye channel. Fixed a bug where lantern effects would stay visible and stack up after switching in the loadout screen. Fixed a bug where using a jump vent right after changing your character's skin tone would revert the change back. Fixed a bug where players could spawn in the ground when using the Brave and Boulder Arrival, and changed the Chronovore's armor footprint effect to the proper dye channel. Moving on to hunting grounds, fixed an issue allowing players to keep interacting with respawn primal suppressors. For environment, they fixed an issue where red crystals were in the wrong locations in Blaze Escalation. And this is a big one for quests. They removed the Consume Ironhide Pylons as a quest objective as the functionality wasn't working consistently. I got a ton of comments on my previous videos and in the Discord regarding this. For some reason, those Ironhide Pylons were bugged, but now it looks like they finally fixed that. It's no longer a requirement, so you should be able to finish those armor and weapon transmog rumors that had that as a quest step. The quest Behemoth Survey Enemy Vine now correctly identifies any Koshai as an objective target, not just the heroics. And then last but not least, for UI updates, they fixed a bug where the fire debuff icon would get stuck on the HUD, fixed a bug where the repeaters were not attached correctly to the hands of a slayer, fixed a bug causing loot to incorrectly appear multiple times in escalation end of hunt screens, fixed a bug where lanterns that were tracked in the HUD could not be untracked once crafted, fixed a bug where loot would incrementally stack in the loot summary screen when completing multiple events in a row in the hunting grounds, fixed a bug where some players would not see any daily challenges available, so that's a big one, fixed a bug where item amounts would not update immediately after crafting tonics, fixed a bug where notification icons would appear on bounties and challenges when they shouldn't, fixed a bug where the wrong icons would be shown when opening cores, and last but not least, the hunting ground selection screen now shows all possible behemoths instead of 6. So pretty interesting changes there. Bunch of random bug fixes, quality of life changes, but the big ones obviously for the community's questions was the Ironhide Pylons bug. but we now have all of our exotics coming back, as well as the cool time weave armor. So I'll probably do another video, like I said, going over all the lore node locations for the armor and the new exotics. But yeah, if you guys found this video informative, be sure to hit that like button, comment down below. I appreciate your guys' feedback. And as always, if you're not already a member of the Glitch Gang, be sure to click those links down in the description and join us. We have hundreds of slayers in there that are always looking for new people to hunt with. And we do giveaways a bunch anytime we hit milestones on the channel. Just gave away a $50 gift card to one lucky Glitch Gang member just a few days ago, actually. So join in. We'd love to have you. But yeah, hope you guys had a great day, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Later. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to hit that like button. Also, if you're looking to join a killer community of like-minded gamers, then be sure to click the link in the description and join the Glitch Gang Discord server. We continue to grow every day, and it's filled with all your favorite game discussion channels, as well as several LFG channels to help you find that perfect group for your next hunt or raid. Lastly, if you're new to the channel and want to keep up to date with all my future content, then consider hitting that subscribe button and turn on those notifications. Hope you all had a great day, and I will catch you on the next one.